John L. North for a plea.
Okay.
Sir. I also have, after this, I have Tony Curry. Order hearing on that.
In custody? What's the last name?
Curry.
Curry. So basically, what I see is that he picks up a theft case, they let him out, the week later picks up a trespass, right? And so this time they didn't give him a PR mark. Am I right?
That's my understanding of it. I think it's like 3 days later that he picked up a new charge.
Let me read this to you, okay? This is what the magistrate says. It says, defendant on GOB for theft, shoplifted blenders, cleaning wipes from Target, close paren. Prior criminal history for misdemeanor theft, shoplifting blenders and camera from same Target. Another theft from Target, another theft for blender, beard conditions. Dismissal was in the plea deal. Now a new charge, defendant at TJ Maxx, shoplifting, detained, previous trespass warned, defendant not obeying, NFC of bond, no NLVs, still shoplifting in same area despite being on bond for one theft. The CX for MB theft from 2 weeks ago. Public safety concerns, indigent per AFC. That's why they didn't give him another PR. So. I don't know what you want to do.
He told me he does stay around Eldridge and that he could take a bus to get here, but.
Bring him out and talk to him in a bit.
Okay.
If you want.
Yes, yeah, sure. Let's see if we can.
This is your plea?
Yes, it is.
So we're pleading on the trespass and it looks like, does he have 4 open cases?
No, he doesn't have any open cases.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alex, on Mr. North, do you see if he has 3 cases or 2 or what?
I only see the trespass, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. North.
Morning.
Why don't you show up to court?
I was homeless.
You know, if you show up, we have resources that we can help you. Good things happen when you show up to court, and when you don't, you know, this is. On Mr. North, how many cases do you have open? No, that's not true. Look, I have 2 other terroristic threats that are in one sentence. Look.
No, those are closed, Judge.
Yeah, that's all exposed.
That was closed on 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Council for reset.
Oh, the other one. Okay, so the agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail, credit for the 21 days that you've done. If you pick up a case again, show up. We can help you and good things can happen if you show up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We can help you with food, money, services, housing, you know, Social Security. If you show up, good things happen, man. Just come back. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront, cross-examining accusers if you're not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never change this or undo this. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I'll sentence you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Justin. I'll give you the same date if you want it, and we'll have him sign here momentarily. So, I'll have her do it next. What's the name?
Joseph. Jonathan.
I don't see Joseph.
Joseph
Thomas? Okay, I got it. Just to say, what, I just want to know, I want to make sure that I get the right day. So you got 1/6? You want that one? Done. Okay, all right.
You want me to get them to get Curry?
Good morning, Mr. Curry. How are you? Your lawyer is asking me to give you a PR bond, or is that what you want? But the problem is that, shh. Mr. Curry, if you want me to give you a PR bond, you got to talk to me. Okay. We give you a PR bond and you continue to pick up new cases. You continue to do things where we're asking you not to do things, and it continues to happen. You said that the last time. Where are you staying now? Who do you have in your life that's willing to help you out now? I can't, you need to speak louder. I'm hard of hearing. So if we were to let you out, you're just going to be on the street?
You're staying over by Eldridge? Okay.
The last thing I want to do is give you a PR bond and you just end up on the street. That is setting you up for failure, and I don't want to do that. If you have someone that's willing to take you in, mother, father, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, I'm happy to talk about it and getting you a place to go to, but I don't want you out on the street. Nothing good happens on the street. So how old are you? Okay, where's mom and dad? Shh. God. Where's mom and dad? Why are you here and not Mississippi? Speak louder, man. I can't hear you. And what happened to that job? So what did you end up doing? Just staying on the street then? Who else do you have here?
I had someone I could call and get in touch with, but I had to get in touch with them.
I am willing to give you a PR bond if you have somewhere to go. I'm not letting you out on the street though. If you have someone's number, name, any kind of way that we can get in contact where you have a place to put your head down at night, I'm willing to let you out. So you got to work with us to find out how we can find you a place, and then we can get it done. But the street it's not a good place. It's too dangerous, and I don't want you to have to resort to doing things that you shouldn't be doing. So Hugh, you know, let's comb his paperwork to see if there's something else that we have in there, but not to the street. You know, anywhere else, I'm okay with it. but,
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
Get it to a home or some kind of a house.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right. Mr. Curry, let us know, man.
Mary Smith, Martha Simmons.
Hi, Ms. Simpson.
Hey,
Ms. Simpson, you're charged with assault and bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail credit for the 10 that you've already done. Is this what you want to do, ma'am? It's going to go on your record. It will be there forever. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, you can never change this. You understand? How do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty?
what'd you say?
Not guilty.
No, that's not correct. Did you hit the lady?
It's guilty, man. Guilty.
Did you hit the person?
I had it one. I read. I was budget, but that's not-
Did you bite?
No, she pushed her with some force in her face.
Remember, even if you grab someone and it's hard enough that it hurts, that could be one too. If you spit on someone, could be an assault too. So are you guilty of the offense, man? Okay, I'll follow it and I'll send you to it, ma'am. Understand from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days. So you got to be careful, man. Okay? All right, man. Good luck to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Lori, how did it work with the other gentleman? Is he all right?
We have to do a confidence on, so I'm waiting to get the, the.
So he wants to come?
We
Or,
wanna do a T-Rex, but we can't do a T-Rex because he doesn't understand. So we have to find out that he's in confidence and then from there, I'm gonna get him hooked up with our psychiatrist, so she do some services and then we'll go from there.
okay, if you need anything, you know?
Yes, sir.
Anderson, tell me about Mr. Anderson.
So there is a bond violation.
Come up, Mr. Anderson.
However, we worked out a deal with the state,
What?
and to reduce it to a first and then 12 months probation.
Okay,
We have the plea paperwork in your,
are we doing that now?
if you'll allow us.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this a foregone conclusion that you're going to go into rehab, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm going to tell you now, this is now makes 3 bond violations. The next time you even go next to alcohol, I'm going to put you in a rehab facility.
Yes, sir.
Understand me. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what it is. You come here kicking and screaming. If I find that you use while you're on this probation, I will amend conditions to put you in a rehab facility. And you could be in there for a very solid year, depending on how well you respond to treatment. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay? It's up to you. If you want to do it, I'm game.
That's his decision.
It's up to him.
Sure.
Okay, done. Do it.
You need to do the.
Are you, I'm sorry, are you ready to go? Okay. Mr. Anderson, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 1 year. As part of the conditions, you will do a DWI repeat offender. It must be a repeat offender DWI education class, okay? 1 victim impact panel, a TRAS to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions while you're on this probation. No breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must take the breath test. No drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock, 16 hours of community service. Do you have children, Mr. Anderson? What does he have on now? Does he have on a guardian interlock? What does he
He has a
have?
scram right now.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that on for now because I'm suspending his license for a year. And I want to make sure that he's not consuming alcohol at all.
So you want him to have the scram and the interlock?
And that's with the pretrial, so it'll have to be taken off and then new one will be put on from.
Okay, no, I don't want to take this off until he puts the other one on though.
And Judge, just a reminder, this is a drug. I don't know if that changes your
No,
decision.
I have here that he consumed alcohol. So he's still using. I don't care how minute any alcohol that you have, Mr. Anderson, I'm telling you, you consume even a smidgen of alcohol, you will be looking at a motion to revoke that gets filed, and then you will be perhaps and very possibly looking at a rehab facility in the jail. Do you understand? I would like him TRAS'd today. Since he's here today, he gets the TRAS today. And in the TRAS, I wanted to make it known that he has, this is his third bond violation, and that he has a consumption of alcohol 3 days ago, because I want that part of their analysis and how to move forward. So what part of what you are agreeing is that you are agreeing to whatever conditions. What conditions are being done by the TRAS. So I don't know what they're going to assess. They may assess intensive outpatient treatment. They may assess supportive outpatient treatment. They may assess something else. Whatever they assess, you must fulfill those conditions. Do you understand?
Yep.
The other thing that you must understand is that even though they're reducing this to a first, and the reason that they are reducing this to a first is to a first DWI is to bypass the mandatory 5 days in jail. That's why this is happening now. But I want you to understand that for the next 70 years of your life, you have all these charges on your record. So if you get pulled over from now on, even the slightest smell of alcohol, you will be in felony court looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Sir.
So I wouldn't even step near a car if you've had something to consume, or if you've had any alcohol whatsoever. Even if you take too much NyQuil, that will cause a loss of the normal use. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the second offense, DWI, being reduced to a first? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. Guilty.
Is it above a 0.15? Is this above a 0.15? Morgan? Do you know?
No, Judge.
Sorry?
No, judges.
No? All right, I will find you guilty. I will send it to you the agreement. What do you do for a living, sir?
I build valves for oil rigs,
And how much money do you make a month?
about 2 a month, 2,000 a month,
How much do you really make a month?
25,
How much do you really make a month, sir?
2,500.
Order in the court.
I'm not going to assess court costs, but I don't know about assessing the surcharges. That's why I'm asking these questions.
The surcharge shouldn't be assessed on a probation. It's only on a final conviction.
This is a conviction.
It is a conviction, but
It is a conviction.
it's not for DPS. They don't consider it a final conviction because
It is, though. It absolutely is. We're not doing a deferred.
Right, it's a final conviction for the purposes of it being on his record forever, but not for the surcharge.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at that now.
Okay.
I don't believe that that's the case because I'm gonna issue the surcharge on him.
Okay,
Okay, if it's not, I mean, I'll take a look now after it dies down,
okay,
but I don't think that's right. But, and, I mean, you'll be around, right?
yes.
Okay, give me a second. Let me thin out the line and then we'll talk. All right. Take a seat, or I'm gonna have you sign all the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
Watch yourself, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, sir.
No tolerance. All right, good luck.
Sit down.
There's an open container. That's a minimum of 3 days in jail. Did you want me to abandon the open container?
I'm okay with abandoning it, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Do you remember the last time
Okay.
So what's going on?
And we just-
I'll let you finish, Your Honor. The defendant ended up calling us back later in the afternoon, but that was after.
Are you guys happy?
Yes, sir.
You want to withdraw it?
Yes, sir. I do.
Done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, for sure.
And Judge, before we're done, there's a companion case that's being dismissed as part of the.
Right, and I see that the gun case will be dismissed. Oh, what about the gun, though? Are you guys forfeiting the weapon?
I believe that was part of the agreement. Yes.
Okay, the weapon will be forfeited. All right, it'll be
Order in the
coming.
court, it's
Do you want
getting too loud.
to, do you want him to speak with probation?
Yes, please.
Judge, I just had a question. You want us to do grandma